taking stock, preparing for war.
After consolidating the new Federation's rebel forces, from Nebulae 81 and 89, were poised for a stronger strike against the Empire and rival factions seeking to claim the Celestial Crown. We must use this calm to review our flagships and assess our battle readiness. Laura, the new Federation is counting on us. Let's start with our primary flagships, cruisers, destroyers, and frigates.
Of course, Commander. Commencing flagship data retrieval.
Let's look at them at the tactical station.
Yes, Commander.
Cruisers are the backbone of any strong fleet, have high shield defenses and low armor, but provide long-range, heavy weapon firepower to give cover fire to forward advancing fleets, or to destroy stationary targets from a distance. Let's have a better look at the cruiser's specific skills and attributes. As attack cruisers, the Cyclops and Brownies are configured primarily to enhance the battle abilities of cruiser-class warships. So, it's best that we set up our fleets only with cruiser-class warships with this pairing. Buff 1 is a warship attack bonus. The fourth buff adds a fleet damage bonus if our HP is above 70%. These two buffs will assist any type of warship class in our fleet, should we decide to mix different types of warships. However, it's best to use our cruiser flagships for which they were intended, and that's to fully enhance our cruiser fleets. This will ensure that we maximize our cruiser fleet's damage, especially when we consider these next cruiser-only buffs. The second buff is a cruiser-specific attack bonus against frigates. Buff 3 provides an HP and attack bonus of cruisers, and then there's the rank 9 legendary cruiser attack bonus, all of which practically demands that we only use cruiser warships, with these two flagships paired together. Now, let's look at the next flagship. Destroyers are quick and agile, with balanced shield and armor protection. These mid-range flagships also pack a pretty good punch, especially against frigates. Destroyers excel at mid-range offensive strikes against the fast and nimble frigates and help protect our cruisers. Let's take a deeper look at the destroyer's specific skills and attributes. As mobility destroyers, the Hades and Rhadamanthes are configured to be frigate interceptors and protect the slow cruisers from frigate attacks. They will also shine on their own against a full fleet of frigates. Again, it is in our best interest to only set up this fleet pairing with destroyer-class warships. Buff 1 will instantly provide your fleet with additional warships and increase your navigation speed to help keep up with the inherently fast frigates. Buff 3 will increase your fleet's shield and provide an additional boost to the fleet's navigation speed. These are great benefits for any type of warship, but you'll lose the next 3 buffs if you don't use destroyer warships with this flagship pairing. Buff 2 increases HP and attack bonus for destroyer-class warships. Buff 4 increases the attack and range of destroyers, and the legendary 5th buff will increase the attack and armor for destroyer warships, making for a very lethal destroyer fleet in multiple battle situations and scenarios. Laura, I think it would be very wise to have at least one big destroyer fleet in our hangar bay and on the ready at all times, given the high ratio of frigate fleets that we constantly encounter.
I would agree, Commander.
Let's take a good look at those frigate flagships now. Frigates are small, heavily armored, super-fast cruiser killers. These flagships excel at close-quarters hit-and-run combat tactics and can be a real nuisance in any battle situation. A deeper look at its specific skills and attributes will show why. As defense frigates, the Artemis and Orion are designed to be fast-moving tanks. They are heavily armored, yet very quick despite their thick plating. These little guys will get across vast distances at almost warp speed, and are typically the first fleets to engage in battle. A full complement of frigate warships is highly recommended in this pairing, to maximize their inherently high armor and navigation speed buffs. Frigates bring very little firepower to the fight, but are built for close-quarter combat. And with their speed and vast numbers, they can engage the enemy before they even know what hit them, and keep the enemy busy while reinforcements are on their way. We should keep in mind, though, that the first into battle is usually the first to die. So, we can expect heavy losses if our attack force has too many frigates. Let's continue looking at the specs on these flying tanks. Buff 1 will increase all of your warship's armor. Buff 3 will provide an additional shield and armor to any warship type. And, just like the other two classes of flagships, it also has its own unique set of trait-enhancing buffs. Load this pairing up with all frigate warships and your whole fleet will get an added defense bonus from the second buff, an increase in HP and navigation speed from buff 4, and the legendary buff 5 will add even more armor to your frigates. Laura, these are the 3 core flagships in our fleet. There's quite a lot of shared battle buffs among them, but each one is purpose-built to perform a specific function, and these are only a small part of our inventory of flagships.
Indeed, Commander. The auxiliary ships have their own crucial roles to play too.
Yes, they certainly do. Let's bring up those flagships now, and we...
Quick! Battle stations!